Food delivery drivers. What is the strangest delivery instructions request you actually did for the customer? Years ago, I was working 2 full-time jobs and was constantly exhausted. Most days, the only good part of my day was the hour-and-a-half break I got between shifts. During that window, I had one ritual that kept me going. I ordered Domino's pizza. It was a little luxury in the middle of a chaotic schedule, a warm meal, and a few minutes of calm before heading back to work. During that time, I developed a friendship with one of the delivery drivers, a man named Minho. He was a kind soul, and there was something about him that made him easy to talk to. He had moved to the States recently from South Korea, giving up a career as a medical doctor to be here with his children. He explained once, quietly, and with a twinge of sadness, that he realized the same life he had in Korea wasn't what he wanted for his kids. Moving to America meant leaving behind everything he had worked for, his education, his career, his prestige, but he did it for family. Minho spoke English very well, though his accent was heavy, softening the edges of his words. He had this calm, careful way of talking, like he was measuring every syllable so it wouldn't be misunderstood. Over time, I learned his story in bits and pieces. He was a doctor back home, had trained for years, but now delivered pizzas for a living. He smiled every time he brought food to my door, never complaining, always polite, always patient. I started ordering on the days he worked so I could see him. We talked about music, books, small life stories. I would leave the door open while he dropped the food, and we'd linger for a few minutes just talking. I tipped him as much as I could, not because I felt obligated, but because I genuinely wanted him to know he was appreciated. He was, in a strange way, my best friend during those months, the highlight of that exhausting period of my life. After a few months of this, Minho came to my door one night, jittery and almost nervous, like he had something huge to tell me. He explained that he had been accepted into the pharmacy program at the local med school, and that they were arranging a speech therapist to help him polish his English. His excitement was palpable, and I was overjoyed. He had worked so hard for this, sacrificing everything for his children, and now he was finally getting the chance to pursue something he had always wanted. I felt proud of him in a way that surprised me, like I was a part of it somehow, even just through shared conversations and small tips. That weekend, I decided to surprise him. I was working one of my jobs, but I got the idea to order a pizza in his honor. I told my coworkers what I wanted to do, and they pitched in for a tip. We wanted to give him something special, a little celebration for all his hard work. I was excited thinking about handing him the extra cash, seeing his smile, and celebrating his acceptance into the program. The pizza was supposed to arrive in 20 minutes. 20 minutes passed, then 40. An hour went by, and there was no sign of him. Another delivery driver showed up instead, handing me the pizza with a shrug. I asked where Minho was, hoping it was just a small delay. The driver said he had been busy and moved on. I was disappointed, but I understood. Things happen, I thought. Maybe traffic, maybe another urgent delivery. The next day, I called Domino's to ask if Minho had worked that night. I was hoping to leave a note or a message for him, just to tell him how proud I was. The woman on the phone paused, her voice tight and quiet, then explained that Minho had been in a car crash. She wouldn't give me many details, just that he was no longer working there. And that was it. I never saw him again. I don't know what happened to him after that night. I don't know if he survived, or if he ever made it to the pharmacy program he had worked so hard for. I don't know if he has moved, or if he's back home in Korea, or somewhere else entirely. I think about him often, not just because he was a friend, but because his story stayed with me. The sacrifices he made, the quiet courage he carried, the way he treated a stranger with kindness, despite losing everything he had known. I miss those small moments at the door, talking about life between deliveries, sharing small victories. I hope wherever he is, he's okay. And I hope he found the life he wanted for himself and his children. Some people leave marks on your life in ways they don't even know. Minho did that for me. I think